So, hello, once again, I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD Edition. Before I will continue, let me check out the stream if it is working properly or not. So, okay, seemingly does work. So yeah. As always, I'm recording locally and streaming. Today it's on YouTube live service. But let me show you the system information first using the GUI method, and then we will do the terminal. So, system settings, system, about, system details, and here we are. Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD Edition, 32GB of RAM, 2TB of SD storage space. The CPU is AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the graphics, the GPU, is also AMD Radeon RX 6800M. I'm using Fedora version 44 Workstation Edition, GNOME Wayland, and the kernel is Linux kernel 7 point something. Anyway, let's go now to the terminal. Here we are, let us zoom in. I think this is great. So yeah, you can pause the stream or later on the YouTube channel on the video when it will be available. And pay attention and take a good look on the system information at your own pace. But please pay attention on the screen resolution on the display. I'm running in full 4K 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz. However, although I'm streaming full 4K resolution and recording, I'm doing that at 30 FPS. So yeah. Once again, my bad. So what is Fedora and what is GNOME? Let's go to the browser. And here's the official website for Fedora. Fedora, I think it's fedora.com if I remember correctly. Let me show you. Fedora project.org. Fedora project.org. I was trying to remind myself, but yeah, fedoraproject.org. It's your operating system, an innovative platform for hardware, clouds, and containers built with love by you. 100% free and open source. Latest release 44. And you can see that they have plenty of various versions. Fedora Workstation, the one that I'm using. Fedora KD Plasma Desktop. Fedora Server. Fedora Cloud. Fedora Core OS. Fedora IoT. And if they are not enough, these are not enough for you, then they also have some atomic desktops, Fedora Spins and Fedora Labs, and something related to miscellaneous downloads, I don't know. But yeah, you can take your own time and read everything about them. Then we can come here on the Fedora Workstation Edition, the version. And they say the leading Linux desktop, a beautiful high-quality desktop featuring GNOME, built on the latest open source technology, trusted, powerful, and easy. You can read here as well, and let's go now on the GNOME, the official GNOME website. This is the gnome.org, an independent computing platform for everyone. A more elegant way to use your computer, and then you can read some more information here, of course. Anyway, as always, all these links are going to be available on my YouTube channel, on my YouTube video, and in my current videos they are already available. But what I want to show you today is basically must-have extensions, essential extensions, and I will try to do that After I will load my box's virtual machine. Let us do that. Of course, I could do it with my host as well. Basically, it's a mirror version. I'm using extensions, the same extensions on both of them. So if I will come here, extension manager, then these are the extensions. But I will show you soon inside the virtual machine. It will be easier on the eye. And also I want to show you a small edit that I did for yesterday's new situation. Anyway, yesterday I demonstrated how easy it's after something that I did, how easy it is to switch between my own preferred version for the light, the bright theme, and for the dark, the dusky theme. So you can press either the shortcut on the keyboard or just do it via terminal, but I will just use the keyboard shortcut. And basically you are getting asked which one you want to use. Currently I'm using the bright one, but I will now switch to the dusky. And then you can select which cursor you want to use. And I will go for yellow-red, for example. And now I'm being advised that I should relog or even better restart the system in order for everything to be applied correctly, and I will do just that. So this way we are going to have the same colors both inside the virtual machine and on the host. It will just basically the cursor pointer that it will be different. Outside here it's this one. And inside the virtual machine is going to be this one. So yeah, I'm using like quite a few extensions. I don't know why that is. For the longest time I've been hearing that you cannot customize GNOME, KD this, KD this, KD that, or other desktop environments like XFCE, for example. And I think people have been giving GNOME a bad name. If you are a gamer, for example, if you are playing a game, you have heard about add-ons, or I don't know, some kind of patch that will give you some extra abilities for the game. So GNOME has a similar system. It's called extensions, and I have included, of course, everything in my guide. So when you will read that, you will have everything you need to know about it. What you need to install, how to install, what to install, etc. So yeah, so let's start now. Basically here we are, extension manager. And I will be talking and leaving the screens on the display for a while in order for you to read, take your time and read whatever you need to read. So basically these down here are the system extensions, and I have disabled them. And up here are my own extensions that I have installed. It's this upgrade tuner, arc menu, blur my cell, custom hot corners extended, dust to dock, extension list. This one is still incompatible. Maybe I can fix it via meddling with its JSON files, but I haven't done this. So far I had great success with Fedora 44, and I didn't want to have any crashes or something, but eventually I will try it offline and we'll get back to you. Hide top bar, impatience, just perfection, native window placement, rounded window corners reborn, smart auto move NG, tiling cell, user themes, wallpaper slideshow, and weather o'clock. As you can notice, wallpaper slideshow, I have it disabled, of course, because I do have my own wallpaper jumper even inside the virtual machine. So right now it is in the image 471. So if I want, I can just let's just jump to another image. I don't know, 480 for example. Boom. So yeah, there is that. And going back to GNOME extensions, we'll start in alphabetically. Upgrade tuner. And these are the settings that I'm using. Remember, I will be showing you for a brief time each page, and then we'll switching to another page. I will now scroll down. Okay, and then I will move to the folders tab. Wait a bit. And basically this is the folders tab. It doesn't have anything else in it. So yeah, these are my settings for this add-on, this extension. Basically this one makes a few changes here. For example, how many icons you want to have, the size of them, the way the text looks, or even the folders here. Anyway, I quite like it. And then it's the arc menu. This one, in order to show you properly, I need to make this window a bit smaller. Let me think about it, like this maybe. Yeah, better. So basically arc menu, it's this menu here, like some kind of a Windows Start menu, for example, or application finder or application launcher, however you want to call it. It has instant access to these folders here. For example, I can click home and it will open my home folder inside the Files app. And I think it's understandable what this thing does. For example, here are the settings, the tweaks, and of course all apps. And then you can have also here search for something, I don't know, calculator. And then you can also have some basic mathematical functions like 10 plus 10 equals 20. So yeah, this is arc menu. And these are the settings. Basically, I haven't done anything fancy with it. I just changed the menu button here. I selected the icons through this panel here. You can search for the icon here, for example, Fedora. It has all these icons. You already know, you are seeing mine already. And then I set the size at 32. These are the changes that I have done on this add-on. Then it's Blur My Cell. Blur My Cell changes the way things appear on screen. It has some built-in effects I'm using, like this, for example, on this first page, the pipeline. I'm using like this, radius 100%, and then brightness of blur effect at 0.8 or 8 if you prefer. And then on the bottom effect, this one that has basically two effects, I'm using the same numbers basically on the first one, and then on the second one, these are the values that I'm using. 18, and I have enabled both switches on. So yeah, and then now I'll move to panel. These are the settings here. This one I always forget which settings are the default ones, so just take a good look here. I will just take it slowly. Now into overview, and now we'll move into dust. Now we'll move into applications. And last but not least, in others. So these are the settings on this extension. And then let's move to custom hot corners extended. So yeah, on this first one, on the monitor tab, let me open it up a bit. So monitor tab, I'm using toggle overview upgrade. Basically it's in the core actions inside here. All the options that you will see inside there, you can find them inside the core actions. And right now I'm using the toggle overview upgrade on the top left corner. On the top right corner I'm using toggle overview window picker. Bottom left corner is activate screenshot tool, and bottom right corner toggle overview current app windows. And I think the rest are the default options on the keyboard, custom menus, options. But in case I misremember, I give you a few moments to take a good look. and I will scroll down. So yeah, this is it. And then let's move on dust to dock. Basically this is my dock here, the options for my dock here. This is the first position and size tab, and these are all, this here, this intelligent auto hide is something that I also have customized. Here you go. So take a good look here. Now we'll move back. Then onto launchers. I will scroll down now. Here we are. And now going back to behavior. And then last in appearance. So yeah, if you like what you see on my environment, just copy paste these values here. Then let's move to the hide top bar. Basically this is the top bar, and as you can see on my host, it's not visible unless I will move my mouse up there, but inside the virtual machine I have it always on. So basically here is the discrepancy between the host and the virtual machine. Sensitivity now into animation, keyboard shortcuts, IntelliHide. And I think this is the discrepancy with the host. Let me double check. Extensions manager. I don't know why. Yeah, absent-minded. So hide top bar. Yeah, these two. So now you know. Back into virtual machine. We continue. We move forward. This one is pretty easy in patience. Basically, you reduce next to nothing the animations of the system. Most of the animations, that is. So just this option here, nothing else. Let's go to just perfection. We have to move to visibility now. These are all the switches that I have turned on, basically except panel in overview. The rest are on. I'm scrolling down, but it's no need, trust me, just panel in overview is disabled. Then behavior, here you are. And last but not least, customize. Here we are. This, for example, it's what allows me, let me show you. Up here, for example, I have my daytime, the weather on the far right side of the top bar. And this is possible thanks to this add-on, basically, this extension. Clock menu position right, and the clock menu position offset 14. So basically this is why the weather, clock, blah 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 is on the far right side of the top panel. Top bar even. Anyway, and now I will show you again the options. So yeah, these are the options for the just perfection. Now native window placement, there are no options, just enable it. It says description, arrange windows in overview in a more compact way. If you don't like it, just disable it. Rounded window corners reborn. Basically this thing around the window, the color, the curves in the corners in all of my apps, it's thanks to this amazing extension. And these are the options. Take a good look. I haven't messed with blacklist or custom, so just this page here. Now into Smart Auto Move NG. This one I have, I think if I remember correctly, I have disabled everything, but I kept the numbers, the default numbers. Other than that, I didn't do anything fancy. So basically this one saves the window positions as much as possible. Sometimes it works flawlessly, and others you just need to move a window here, a window there, and all will be fine. Then we are into tiling cell. Sorry. This one basically is when I'm moving the window, for example. This is the tiling assistant. And I have it a little bit differently customized on my host. Let's see, for example. Almost the same options, but not exactly. Anyway, and these are the options that I'm using inside the virtual machine. I will scroll down now a bit until behavior. Then I will scroll down until screen edges. Layouts and bottom. Basically on my guide I will have my own settings and layouts, so if you want you can just import those files and you will be done. Nothing to worry about this one. And this one pretty straightforward as well. User themes, must install, must have, especially if you are theming, I mean, your system. Wallpaper slideshow, even though I have it disabled, these are my options. I'm just using the slideshow here. Nothing else fancy. Slideshow queue sorting A to Z every 60 seconds, and the other things are disabled. Also, I took care of the image adjustment to be on scale in order to keep the proportions of my images correctly. And then I just set the colors, fill primary and secondary colors to black. I'm not using the Bing wallpapers, but here it is. It has some options for it if you are using such a thing. Here you are. And last but not least, this weather clock, pretty straightforward. You can see the weather next to the clock here, and with the options of this extension you can just switch the weather to the other side of the clock and date. So basically this is the only option. And yeah, once again, I'm not using any system extensions. I think it had like couple enabled, or maybe one. For sure I remember the background logo, which that's the watermark basically on the desktop. But yeah, no need for that, at least myself. And these are my essential extensions for GNOME 50. And I'm pretty sure that you can find plenty more by browsing here and searching. And it's very easy to install. For example, if you want something related to network, like I have this one on the host, which I haven't installed here. Let me check out the name. I will do it now together. We will do it together. I don't remember the exact name. I will find it though. Give me a moment. It's SpeedBuzz. It's this one. So browse SpeedBuzz. Here it is. SpeedBuzz Internet Speed Meter. Just clicking on install. If you are not sure if this is compatible or not with your GNOME version, you just click on it And most probably if you can install it, then it's compatible. Sometimes this is not true, but more often than not it's true. So basically I will just outside here, I will just click install. It will warn me I installed it, and then it's already up here, and you just take care of the options. I don't remember the exact options, but I think it's something like what I did. I mean, use bytes and show colors. Yeah, that's it. Simple and to the point, at least for me. So yeah, this is it. These are my essential add-ons, extensions, must have even. They make GNOME even so better for me. And yeah, what else to say? I'll just switch off the virtual machine. And starting today, on my videos, you will be able to see my guide. This one. So basically, I want you to pay attention to the message. This message basically. Attention, remember that the following are 100% correct for my system and my installation. If I have missed a step, made a mistake, etc., please write to me in one of my videos comments. Thanks for understanding. And for example, I need to fix this one, so I will fix it right now. Pretty easy. And I may have such silly mistakes on my document, on my guide, so please forgive me. But you know, trying to juggle too many things, you may have a crack here and a crack there. But I think it's pretty well done. Most of the stuff I have double verified with the virtual machines. I have nothing but good things to say for Fedora version 44, the Workstation Edition, the GNOME version basically. Fantastic system, quite stable, like next to trouble-free. I want to say like 100% trouble-free, but I'm not sure, maybe I misremember something. But yeah, and my guide is 29 pages long. It could be longer, but I have some things you can just click and download from my guide. But yeah, it includes everything from installing the basic stuff like the free shell, my applications, extensions, etc., up to the advanced stuff of the wallpaper jumper, cursor factory, the camouflage scripts that I have three of them basically. One is the Sweet Dark V40 camouflage, the other is the Flat Light Remix, and I have one master camouflage that basically is the one that I have been demonstrating just today and yesterday, where you can switch between the Sweet Dark and the Light Flat Remix. And plenty of other cool stuff, I think, at least cool stuff for me, and hopefully you that you are watching my videos or my streams. And as I said, if I have done a mistake, please let me know about it. And if you will improve something, please share with us. Always welcome. And worst case scenario, as always, thank you for everything, and see you on the next one. Bye!